Welcome you all to this session on measurement approaches of income. By attending this session, you will be able to understand the various approaches to the measurement of income. Most of the investors check the income statement of a company to find its earnings. They look for the growth in their earnings as well. It is the key responsibility of an accountant to select the suitable approach to measure income of an enterprise, ensuring the accuracy of financial reports like income statement and balance sheet. To measure the income, there are four basic approaches in accounting. Transaction approach. This approach indicates the changes between assets and liabilities valuations arising as a result of transactions. Here, the term transaction is used in a broader sense, which includes both internal and external transactions. An internal transaction is one which arises from the use or conversion of assets within the firm. But an external transaction is one which arises from the dealing with outsiders. The measurement of cost and revenue which are generated from external transaction is easier since they are settled through the agreement. Under this method, the income from operations and from external causes can be reported separately. Thus, under this approach, revenue and expenses are recorded as soon as they arise from the external transactions. ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಹೂಡಿಕೆದಾರರು ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಪರಿಶೀಲಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಉದ್ಯಮದ ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ಅಳೆಯಲು ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ನ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಈ ವಿಧಾನವು ಸೂಚಿಸುವುದೇನೆಂದರೆ ಉದ್ಯಮದ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹೊಣೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನವು ಉದ್ಯಮದ ವಹಿವಾಟಿನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಪರಿಣಾಮದಿಂದಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ವಹಿವಾಟುಗಳು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳ ಮಾರಾಟದ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮತ್ತು ಇತರೆ ವೆಚ್ಚಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದೆ. ವಹಿವಾಟು ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಂಬ ಪದವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶಾಲ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಆಂತರಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಹ್ಯ ವಹಿವಾಟುಗಳನ್ನೊಳಗೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಆಂತರಿಕ ವಹಿವಾಟು ಎಂದರೆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಸ್ವತ್ತುಗಳ ಬಳಕೆಯಿಂದುಂಟಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಬಾಹ್ಯ ವಹಿವಾಟು ಎಂದರೆ ಹೊರಗಿನವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ವ್ಯವಹರಿಸುವುದು. ಬಾಹ್ಯ ವಹಿವಾಟಿನಿಂದ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿಯಾಗುವ ವೆಚ್ಚ ಮತ್ತು ಆದಾಯ ಮಾಪನವು ಒಪ್ಪಂದದ ಮೂಲಕ ಇತ್ಯರ್ಥವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಆಂತರಿಕ ವಹಿವಾಟಿನ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೆಲವು ಸಾಂಪ್ರದಾಯಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯವಿಧಾನಗಳ ಅನ್ವಯದಿಂದ ನಿರ್ಧರಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ ವಿಧಾನವು ಸಾಂಪ್ರದಾಯಿಕ ವಿಧಾನವೆಂದು ಕರೆಯುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ವಿಧಾನದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕೆಲವು ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ನಡೆದಾಗ ಆದಾಯವು ಉಂಟಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದು ನಂಬಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ವಿಧಾನವು ಕೇವಲ ವಹಿವಾಟಿನ ವರದಿಯ ಬದಲು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಕೆಲವು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ವಿವರಣೆಯನ್ನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಯೋಜನೆ, ಖರೀದಿ, ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾರಾಟ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿನ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ದಾಖಲಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. The activities approach to income measurement. Under this approach, income is believed to arise when certain events or activities take place and not as a result of transaction. For example, activity incomes are recorded at the time of planning, production and sales activity. Therefore, the fundamental difference between two approaches is that transaction approach is based on reporting process which measures an external event, whereas an activity approach is based on real world concept of an event or activity of business firm. balance sheet approach. This approach is known as capital maintenance approach. It says increase in assets is the result of income. We know that net wealth or net worth can be measured from the data available in the balance sheet. It means if closing assets exceed opening asset, there is a profit. Since this approach measures income with the help of opening and closing balance sheet, it is called as balance sheet approach. Value added approach. Under this approach, the income is measured with the help of value added by the firm during a particular period. The value addition can be determined by the difference between the value of the product over the cost of raw materials. For example, if the selling price of a product is rupees 50 per unit and the cost of raw material is rupees 26 per unit, to find out the value addition, cost of raw material must be deducted from the selling price. In this case, it is rupees 50 minus rupees 26. That is, rupees 24 is the value added to the product. Ultimately, value added to the product, which is the excess selling price over cost of raw materials, must be distributed among the workers to whom wages are paid, the suppliers to whom expenses are paid, the interest on capital, maintenance cost, and profit. To sum up, value added of the firm amounts to wages plus expenses plus interest on capital plus depreciation plus profit. In this session, you have learned measurement approaches to income. They are transaction approach, activity approach, balance sheet approach, and value added approach. To learn more about the measurement approaches of income, you can visit the following websites and refer the books mentioned here.